What's up, guys? I got myself another box of this here Jumpstart 2022, and we are gonna go ahead and open this up. And similar to what I did with some of the other packs that I had, we are actually gonna go ahead and separate this out into sets of two and actually put the packs together to make a pseudo deck like you would if you were actually playing this in person, drafting it, and just trying to see, what kind of synergy we actually end up with from two random packs, because most of the time you're not going to get a choice. They'll just hand you two packs, and you'll see what you get. And so you can kind of play with the cards, rather than just opening up the packs and just looking at it. And obviously we'll be looking for anything that's worth any amount of money, because that's always part of it when you're cracking packs. You always want to make a little bit of your money back, if not more. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. And yeah, let's see what we get here for the first two packs. I mean, I've been really liking this Jumpstart 2022 so much better than those individual set Jumpstart packs, which are just glorified theme decks. These are actual new cards similar to the first Jumpstart, with a couple sweet reprints. So, first pack, Insects. Okay, and Raid. Okay, I've opened Insects before, so let's start with that one. God, I always... Did they take the pull tab off of these? I know I said this in my last videos, but I don't know what's there. God, it's just frickin' not... Oh, I'm losing my mind. God, I'm gonna damage these cards. This is okay. That shouldn't have been so tough. They're really making these well protected. All right, Insects. Swarm Shambler, Nessian Horn Beetle, Nantuko Cultivator, Iridescent Horn Beetle, Crawling Sensation, Caustic Caterpillar, Iron Shell Beetle, Dusk Shell Crawler, Giant Ladybug, Moldgraph Millipede, Relentless Pursuit, Hunter's Edge, and your lands. Okay. Alright, so we've got some 1/1 counters themes, which makes some tokens. Okay, so it's mostly just 1/1 counter themes as far as I'm seeing. Okay, so not really too many actual insect theme there, so we'll see what Raid is. I assume Raid would be attacking and aggro, which can be pretty good with the insects from what I'm seeing, but would really like any amount of +1/+1 counter synergy. Glinthorn Buccaneer. That's a good one. Bag of Holding. Rigging Runner. Warname Aspirant. Lightning Axe. That's great removal. Daring Piracy. Immerstrom Raider. Swaggering Corsair. Stormfleet Pyromancer. Plundering Predator. Keldon Raider. Fire Cannon Blast. And our lands, which I'm always checking just for misprints. Alright, so we've got some discard synergy, obviously. Oh, enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. That's awesome. Another 1/1 counter. Yeah, I mean, another 1/1. Like, this is pretty sweet synergy. They're both pretty aggressive. Got some removal from the red. And yeah, overall, I think this is actually a pretty sweet synergy between the two decks. I mean, obviously that's the first one, but from right to left, we're going to be going best to worst from what I'm seeing. So definitely not any money. Glinthorn might be $1 now. It's a good combo card with like Malcolm and stuff, but yeah, no money there. So Treasure, Gross Treasure. All right. I don't think Dockside's in this set. Probably should be, just because we need more reprints of that, but oh my god. I'm going to embarrass myself too many times in this video. But yeah, Dockside, really ridiculous card. Gross. Massacre Worm, oh crap. Yeah, that's a limited all-star. Skull Slither Worm, Plague Crafter, new art. It's anime art, actually. Leech-Ridden Swamp, Yargle, Infernal Idol, Blight Keeper, Black Cat, Durable Coil Beetle, Devouring Swarm, Eaten Alive, Grotesque Mutation, Strangling Spores, and our lands. Okay, well, Massacre Worm obviously is going to be insane in any limited deck. What else we got? Each opponent discards a card. We got some discard. We got some sacrifice themes. Some card draw and ramp. Is that a new card? I think it must be. And just some random burn. And yeah, this is kind of one of the less specific like themes I've seen. Just like kind of generically good, a little bit of everything, which isn't really, you know, a bad thing per se. Much better than getting two different tribal packs where they have no synergy at all. So let's see what Treasure gives us to go along with the kind of generic black good cards. Professional Facebreaker, that's a good card. Blood Aspirant, Pyre Sledge Arsonist, Raptious Dragon, Barrage Ogre, Gold Hound, Reckless Fireweaver, that's a good card. Dutiful Replicator, Brazen Freebooter, Goldvein Pick, Improvised Weaponry, Welding Sparks, and our lands. Alright, so obviously oh my god, come on camera. Come on. God. Whatever. We'll figure it out. So yeah, Professional Facebreaker, 3 mana, 2/3 menace. Whenever one more creatures deal combat damage, make a treasure, and you can sack treasures to exile the top card of your library and play that this turn. So we're sacrificing permanents, which, I mean, we do have a bunch of other sacrifice stuff, or a couple other things. We're ramping, we've got some removal, got some direct damage. I mean, overall, I really don't hate this. I mean, just, again, two sort of generically good things, ramp, removal, and then removal and card draw. So maybe a little less synergy than this, but I would say this is probably higher power cards, like Massacre Worm. It's just, again, it's just a one card win the game and limited. So pretty good start. I mean, not in terms of money, but some powerful, powerful stuff. Which is what we're looking for. But I know eventually we're going to get like the merfolk and, I don't know, goblins or whatever, and they're just going to do nothing together. Multi-headed. Innovative. Inventive. Oh my gosh. Keep saying innovative, but nope. I'm just using the wrong word. Inventive. Right? Yeah. Okay. Any more coffee? Alright. Multi-headed. Primordial Hydra. Oh, that's a beast. Benevolent Hydra. Another beast. Domesticated Hydra. Clockwork Hydra. Ordeal of Nylea. Sorry. Hydra's Growth. That's a good one. Servant of the Scale. Kujar Seed Sculptor. Elysian Kyriadid. Pride Maker. It's such a cute cat. Titanic Brawl. Hunter's Edge. And our lands. Okay. Well, obviously you have a counter theme here. Would really like this. I mean, if you had this in the insect deck where they're both just counters on... Oh my god. Let me change one setting here on my camera and see if that helps. Maybe a little bit. Whatever. You get the drift. And if you guys want to look up any of these cards, just, you know, you should be able to read the names. And you'll get the gist of what I'm saying. So, I mean, we're pretty much ramping. The longer the game goes, the better. Counters. Yeah, not a ton of removal here. I mean, we have the 2 fight spells, but... Yeah, I mean, not a bad pack. Let's see if the Inventive gives us anything to synergize with. And we got our Hangerback Walker. Oh my gosh. That is actually crazy synergy. Oh my god. That's like the perfect card to go with the counters deck. Launch Mishap, Whirler Rogue, Renowned Weaponsmith, Juggernaut, Gearsmith Prodigy, Aeronaut Tinkerer, Aviation Pioneer, Gearseeker Serpent, Heartpiercer Bow, Vial of Dragonfire, Artificer's Epiphany, and a Seed of the Synod. Okay, well, I mean, just some generically good blue artifact cards, but Hangerback Walker with, I mean, which one, like, with the Benevolent Hydra is sick. What else can I put counters on it? Oh, Ordeal Nailia. Oh my gosh. If you put a Hydra's Growth on Hangerback Walker, I have no idea how you ever lose the game of Limited. Yeah. That is wild. I mean, maybe not as individually strong as Massacre Worm, but you know, we're here for the synergy. And I am loving that. So, definitely no bad combos yet, though. Just gonna stick that in there. Yeah, definitely 3 pretty sweet decks. Actually, really sweet. And that one definitely, the Hydra deck definitely has some money in it. So that's always a plus. Alright, up next, Cruel. Cruel insects again? Come on. Last time I actually opened up the Cruel pack, spoiler alert, I did get a pretty sweet misprint. So if you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. And while you're doing it, make sure you like and subscribe and, you know, all those other, you know, BS YouTube stuff, because, you know, if you guys aren't liking, watching, or subscribing, then, you know, the content really doesn't, you know, go anywhere. So let's keep that in mind if we want to keep opening packs here and just talking about Limited, which is really what I'm doing right now with this channel. I think Shamswarm, oh, my dyslexia, Swarm Shambler, and I think this is just identical to the first one. So like we said earlier, there's a lot of +1 counters, and then I think Hunter's Edge is in every green pack. So yeah, not much to say since we already opened one of those. And Cruel, I think there are, I mean, there is some synergy in that for the graveyard, so hopefully there's something to match that in the Cruel. Termination Facilitator. I haven't seen this card. 2 mana, 1/3. Human Assassin. Put a bounty counter on target creature planeswalker as a sorcery. And whenever a creature planeswalker an opponent controls with a bounty counter on it is dealt damage, destroy it. But I don't know. So I guess we have some stuff that does like pinging that can kind of synergize with it. This card's actually worth a couple bucks. If you open any of those, excuse me, make sure you grab those out. Alright. So yeah, it looks like we've just got some pretty generic black removal. And not a lot of synergy with the rares here. Because the green deck obviously doesn't have any pinging abilities. I don't know. Definitely the worst one we've opened so far. Is that Davria? Oh no, it's just a generic. Just some random assassin. I guess he'd be a legendary if it was Davriel. Alright. See if we can pick it up from that one. That one's a little lackluster. That insect one really needs some +1/+1 counters to really go with it. Cruel again. Oh my gosh. Go to school, Cruel. Ristic Study? Is that Ristic Study? I don't know all the packs yet. I've only opened like probably like 10 or so yet, so I haven't opened a Ristic Study, but I would assume that might be that. I know they have multiple variants of these different packs, so I won't assume it is, but I would certainly be happy. Alright, come on, you Cruel. Let's see if it's another assassin. Oh, Cruel Sadist. Pay a life to put a counter on it, and a black mana, tap it, or 3, tap it, remove X one counters, deal X damage to a creature. That's very slow, but ooh, Dreadslaver. 5 mana, 3/5. Whenever a creature is dealt damage by Dreadslaver this turn, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Oh no, I'm sorry. Whenever... That was the worst reading of a card ever. Whenever a creature dealt damage by Dreadslaver this turn dies, return it to the battlefield under your control. So, if you can make this fight, for instance, which I don't know if we have with black or blue. Yeah, pretty sweet. Seeing if we have any way to synergize with that. I mean, that can force it to deal damage, which is pretty good. Another one of these again, a couple bucks. What is this? Okay, yeah. Pretty similar to the last one. I would say this is definitely the one you want to get, because Dreadslaver is definitely a powerhouse. Because they really can't attack into it. Alright, let's get a Ristic Study in. I won't even care about the synergy. Let's frickin' go. I've never seen that art either. That's a good one. I'm pleased. You know, it's fine. Okay, that is awesome. Ristic Study. Multiple choice. X in a blue. If X is 1, you scry and draw. X2. You may choose a player, and they return a creature they control. 3 mana, they bounce a creature of their choice. That's not very good. 4 mana, make a 4/4, and if for 5 mana you scry 1, draw 1, bounce it. Okay, so for 5 mana, it's basically a 5 mana card. I mean, that's pretty sick and limited. Biblioplex Kraken, Kesmina. Oh, I love that anime art. That's awesome. This pack is sweet. Overwhelmed Apprentice, Dismiss, basically Cryptic Command. I mean, obviously it's not, but it's, you know, budget. Merfolk Pupil, Campus Guide, Teferi's Prodigy, Elite Instructor, Academy Journey Mage, Burying Books, and our lands. Wow. Well, I mean, besides the Ristic Study, which is, you know, not great and limited, it's not. I mean, it's not the worst, but I mean, got some really powerful cards. Like Kesmina is great, Dismiss is really strong. So, yeah, you're basically just gonna go along with all these blue 2-for-1s, and then you'll eventually kill them with the Dreadslaver and all that. But yeah, I would say probably weaker than the Glenhorn deck. But I'll take a Ristic Study over an awesome deck. Gotta pay for these boxes somehow. So I am paying for all of this here. And I hope you guys are appreciating the content. Because I am having a good time doing it. Alright. Fiery Elves. Ooh. Oh, man. That makes me think of the original Jumpstart, where if you see elves, you know you're getting a Crater Hoof or a Allosaurus Shepherd, but I don't know what's in this one. It's probably not that good. But yeah, elves are still sweet. Happy to get a tribal one without another tribal synergy. Fiery, we get a Ogre Battlecaster. Okay, Chandra's Pyreling, Spitfire, Cobalt Entity, Cone of Flame, Blister Spit Gremlin, Vyashino Pyromancer, and that card's played actually quite a bit. Wildfire Elemental, Pillar of Flame, Thrill of Possibility Anime, Searing Spear, Fire Intervention, and our lands. Okay, let's see what this card does. I've never actually seen this. It's a 3 mana 3/3 with first strike. Whenever it attacks, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard by paying red in addition to its other costs. And if that spell be put into a graveyard, exile it, and when you cast that spell, it gets +X/+O until end of turn. I mean, what do you really have to... I mean, 7 mana Cone of Flame, and you have to attack. I guess you attack and then it removes stuff, so it's not actually that bad. You only have 1, 2, 3, 4... I mean, you have... Okay, that's pretty sweet, actually. So, we're basically just burn, removal spells. Not a ton of creature synergies. I don't think there's any elves. Just to double check. I don't know where there would be. I don't think there's too many red elves these days, unless you're playing Blood Red Elf, but probably not going to be a Blood Red Elf in this mono green elf pack. Elvish War Master. Okay, I mean, not a Crater Hoof. Dwinen's Elite, the original War Master. Elvish Reclaimer. I just said the complete wrong name. Reclamation Sage. Primeval Herald. I think that one's such a couple bucks. Elven Bow. Reckless Amplimancer. Elvish Rejuvenator with anime new art. Ivy Lane Denizen. Sweet combo card. Elderleaf Mentor. Might of the Masses. Roots of Wisdom. Band Together. And our lands. Okay. It's tough because, you know, how many of these cards actually care about elves? I mean, you've got, like, these, you know, 5 or 4 cards that don't really care about it. But besides that, you're kind of just going wide with some generically good cards and then clearing away. So I am thinking probably about right here. I mean, if you go crazy where you go like the turn 1, you know, removal spell for the thing, turn 2 elf into War Master to Dwinen's the lead or whatever, like there can be more powerful draws, but overall you're going to get weird draws where you draw like a couple elves or like 1 elf but no synergies and then some like 5 mana removal spell, and it's just going to feel really clunky. But yeah, it's just powerful but inconsistent, I would say. All right, cycling. Oh, that's so cute. Reminds me of Madagascar, the movie, and Merfolk. Okay, that's gonna be a tough one. I'm not expecting too much synergy here. I mean, if you ever get double Merfolk packs, you're living the dream. I'll tell you that right now. All right, Ironcrag Pyromancer. Oh, that's a good card. Just not Starstorm. That's an anti-synergy with Merfolk. Teamworthy, Mad Ratter, Rooting Moloch, Reptilian Reflection, Dranis Stinger. Oh, with anime art. I'm sure some Cycle Storm Popper players want that one. And yeah, just nothing really too special here. You know, we're cycling. And we've got a good chunk of removal here. Let's see if we have anything that draws an additional card in the Merfolk side. I'm assuming we're just going to be going wide and tribal. Would much rather have this with a blue pack or like a black pack where you're putting stuff in the graveyard, or, you know, Rhystic Study plus this or something. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, like whenever a Merfolk deals damage to a player, draw a card. Well, that does nothing with this pack. Or a Merfolk Lord, great. Does not help me. Yeah, just what I thought. We're just... Yeah. We are very committed to just having Merfolk. Okay. Yeah, that one... God, what was this with again? Yeah, I think I'd rather have the insect deck here. Every time I've opened the Merfolk, it's like I feel like I'm losing. Of course, I mean, if you only draw your Merfolk, like you only draw the blue cards, there's draws where it's going to feel powerful, but Merrill Reedry without any Merfolk is unplayable. Just a 3 mana 2/2. Spirits. Scrying Spirits. Okay. I like that. I like that. Let's do Scrying first. God. Where is the pull tab on these? Oh my god. You guys are probably cringing and just closing the video right now watching me trying to open these frickin' packs. God, what the hell? There we go. I am so sorry. Luckily these are my cards if I'm bending them a little bit, you know. You guys don't have to worry about that. Alright, Scrying. Gin of Wishes. Okay. I mean, 5 mana 4/4 flyer, I'll take it. Kinesos. Priest of Thassa. 2 mana 1/3. If you would scry a number of cards, scry that many cards plus 1. Meh. 4 mana, look at the top card of your library. If it's a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent card, you may put that onto the battlefield. Okay, wow. But it's not technically scry. Okay. So we got some... Oh, that's a pretty sweet card. 3 mana, put it on top of the library. Condescend, Fairy Seer. Oh, Preordain. Oh, there's some bangers in this pack. Yeah, okay. I mean, do we have any big Leviathans? I guess Cryptic Serpent. maybe you'll get lucky and flip that onto the board, and even then it's not that great. Yeah, I mean, pretty good. I mean, I'm not mad. We've got interaction, counter spells, removal, preordain is great. Yeah, okay, let's see if we can get anything from Spirit. I don't think we have any Spirits, though. Merfolk, Kraken, Serpent, Djinn, Fairy Wizard, Merfolk Wizard, Octopus, yeah. So we're hoping just for some cheap flyers. I think would be probably, I mean, that's what we're going to get, I'm sure, but... Hour of Reckoning. Destroy all non-token creatures with Convoke. I mean, that's not the worst with the counter spells. Eidolon of Rhetoric. That is got to be worth at least $1 with the anime art. Happy to have that. Mausoleum Guard. Doom Traveler. That's I've played with that card too many times in my life. Yeah, okay. So we're just making spirit tokens, doing all that fun stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's essentially just a blue-white token deck that has a couple pieces of interaction. Yeah, I mean, I love drafting blue-white in general. I would say this would probably be at least probably about the same level as this. So if they're lined up like this, I'm saying they're a similar power level. So I don't use up too much space here. And all right. Thanks for guys for sticking around. If anyone's still here at 26 minutes, you're insane. Law. Bob's Law Blog. All right. Speedy Law. And that doesn't seem like synergy. Ultra Aggro, Ultra Control. Oh boy. I'm assuming. Kiki Jiki. Okay, I'm happy. Ardos, Cobbler of War. Bolthound. Warcry Phoenix. Markov, Warlord. Fiery Conclusion, Fanatical Firebrand, Nest Robber, Mud Button Torture Runner, Irrelevant Revelers, Rush of Adrenaline, Swift Kick. Well, I mean, crap. Kiki Jiki. For anyone who doesn't know, it's 5 mana, 2/2 haste, but you can tap it to copy a creature. It goes infinite with about a ham sandwich, as they say. So really good with any ETBs or death triggers. Ardos is a 2 mana, 1/1 haste. Whenever Ardos or another creature enters the battlefield, that creature gets 2/0, so it's actually a 2 mana, 3/1 haste the turn it enters, and you can pay 4 to make a 1/1 token as a sorcery, which attacks as a 3/1. That's really sweet. So we're looking for some, and then the rest of the stuff is like haste creatures. So we're either looking for a white deck full of removal to kind of clear the way for our hasty creatures, or maybe some sort of ETB trigger to go along with Kiki Jiki. Definitely a powerhouse, though. Gideon, Champion of Justice. Is this a, what set is this from? Is this a, like a Planeswalker deck? Okay, so meaning he attacks as a creature with power and toughness equal to the number of loyalties. And then you can +1 to give a loyalty counter for each creature your opponent controls. Okay, that's a lot of loyalty potentially. -15 exile all other permanents. Wow. Alright, let's see if there's any other thing we want to really look for. Arrest. We got some removal there. I don't think you want righteousness in your speedy deck. Just pumping a blocking creature. Oh, that is really good in an aggro deck. 3 mana, enter the battlefield, draw a card, enchant creatures protection from creatures, meaning they're unblockable and untargetable from creatures. Okay, yeah, I mean, that is pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, don't have I don't think you have any real ETB triggers. I guess this triggers when the Kiki token leaves. And you can blow up an enchantment each turn, I guess. Yeah, not the best synergy, but definitely some high power. I would say it's probably more in line with this. We gotta put the Kiki on top. Always happy to open a Kiki. A Kiki Ujiki, Heuristic Study, a couple Hydras. No, get a couple bucks back. Morbid. Bruh. Y'all feel like studying? 'Cause I hate studying, but I love Heuristic Studying. Reaper from the Abyss. Okay. Let's see if there's anything that really stands out to me. Tragic Slip anime. I'm sure that's a buck. Yeah, I mean, it's... all these black packs kind of have the same energy of just like removal, card draw, discard. You know, every card seems to have a different synergy, and then Reaper, you know, can be really sweet. So generically good black removal. And if this is similar or the same pack as the first one, we open from this. This is going to be a really good deck, I think. Damn. Baron Talarian Archmage. I'm sad. Oh well. So we're bouncing stuff to our own hand. See if anything else is really different. It looks like these are all the same. This is different. Wizard Mentor. Tragic Lessons also different. That card's actually used to be insane in Pauper when Mystic Sanctuary is legal. Okay, I mean, still though, you're basically looking at your standard blue-black control deck here. Removals, counter spells, card draw. And they both do that, and they don't have any specific tribal anything. You know, this is a tier 1 deck. What was this synergizing with? I totally forget. Oh, this was the Artifact Hydra deck. This is just the one that I loved with the Hangerback Walker and the counter deck. Yeah, that's... I mean, again, I love playing base blue 2-color control. So yeah, you're going to have a good time with that deck. Your opponents are not. Alright, 2 more left. Alright, come on. Elves again. What do we want with elves? Something that go like the spirit, maybe? Law. Elfin Law. Alright, let's see if we get another War Master. Nope. Wolverine Riders. 6 mana 4/4. At the beginning of each upkeep, you make a token. And whenever elf enters, you gain life equal to this toughness. Okay. Woodland Champion's different. So this is more on the tokeny side, a little bit more than the other one. Pauper All-Star. Okay. So yeah, this is slightly more token focused. Wolverine Riders is an army in a can, so definitely a better overall individual card than the War Master, if you don't have other synergies. And then we have the Law. See if this is the same as the other one. Nope, slightly different. Decree of Justice. So tokens. Let's see if there's any other differences. This is different. Yeah, I mean... I don't know. This is... okay synergy. I mean, you've got some go-wide stuff. All these cards are pretty marginal. Like 3 mana, 2/1 first strike vigilance. Like yeah, if you put like some kind of enchantment on it that buffs it up, but really, you're really banking on like the Degree or like the Wolverine Riders to carry you out of it. It's pretty weak. All right, last one. Fairies, yes. I love me some fairies. Holy fairies. What are we thinking? Let's save fairies for last. And boom. Blessed Sanctuary. Prevent all non-combat damage to be dealt to creatures and you. Okay. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, make it a unicorn. Okay. Which is good, because I don't think fairies usually makes too many tokens unless you have Bitter Blossom, which I'm sure that won't be in there, because it's blue, not black. Okay, so we just got some... Oh, wow. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Awesome. Got some removal. Some cheap flyers. Okay, some reanimation. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a really sweet deck. Come on. I think, what is this, like, going to be a Vendilion Click or something? Scion of Una? Probably going to be a Spell Starter spread, I assume. Yep, there you go. Vendilion Click. Awesome, awesome card. Kicked out of Modern recently for being a little slow. Wavebreak Hippocamp, which is basically if you cast off on your opponent's turn, you draw a card. Okay, so yeah, we're looking at like blue flash for the most part. Oh, Spell Starter Sprite. I love it. Pest. You can literally, if you ever get that combo, you are... Wow, I did not... I love when they put that kind of combo in limited. Sorry. So we got how many? We only really have... five fairies. But yeah, I mean... I'm just a simp for some Vendilion Click, and yeah, definitely not as good as those top two decks probably, but probably right there. And I definitely think this is the best deck we got. So I'm gonna stop this video before we get to 40 minutes here. So I appreciate you guys spending the time with me, and hit that subscribe button. Peace.